Hey everybody, welcome to the fourth unboxing of the PromoBox by VistaPrint. So if you're not familiar with this product and our sort of story and journey we've been on here, back in December I was ordering some things from VistaPrint and there was an opportunity to try this for $5 for the first month. What you do is you fill out a survey, upload some images about your brand, whatever you're promoting, YouTube channel, whatever. And they will, with their own creativity and their own products, create a sample box of different physical promotional materials that you can then use. Maybe signs, maybe things to give out. And that first month, I got a t-shirt. It blew my mind. It was awesome. So I stuck with it. So the regular price for Canadians is $26 a month. And I recently discovered, after our third box, which was a little less impressive than the first two, if I'm being completely honest, is you can go onto their website and you can sort of rate each month's box and each individual item, so that they hopefully get a better sense of what things work for you and perhaps generally. You can also go in and update your logos and images, and so we did a slight refresh on our logo as well. It's a subtle difference, but I think it'll look better at smaller scale. So this is our fourth box. Every box so far has been a different shape and size, and there's been a lot of different things, so I'm really excited to see what might be in here. But hold on, this shape feels really familiar. I've ordered things from VistaPrint in the past for the Vacation Impossible YouTube channel, and one of those things is a magnet. This has been actually fantastic. You can put this on your fridge, on your car. What we use this for is when we travel, we will put it outside of the cabin or hotel room that we might be in. So if we're on a cruise ship, this will help us find our cabin after a long day of maybe some margaritas. So that's been fairly awesome. It's hard to know how effective these things are, but I've enjoyed this magnet quite a bit. We've got a few of them. You know, my friend Mike has one on his car. Well, golly. Do you think that there's a magnet in there? Maybe with our new logo? I don't know. That's my guess. What do you think? All right, let's see. What do we have inside this month's promo box? So let's just dive right in. And as usual, I will let you guys decide whether or not we continue with this little experiment of ours. So far, 2 out of 3 months have been amazing. All right, here we go. Big reveal, promo box number 4. Okay. So, as with the previous month's boxes, and you can watch those videos here on the Small YouTubers Boost YouTube channel, you get a handwritten card. Now you want to be careful that you don't look at the back of the card, because that actually highlights everything in here. So I'm very intentionally not looking at the back, because it tells you the name of everything if you wanted to go searching for it. But first, this handwritten note. Hi Ray, having a consistent brand image builds trust with your customers. Stand out and look professional by showcasing your logo on different products. I hope you like them, Kyle. I really like the handwritten notes. That is a nice touch. And you can tell it's handwritten, like a little bit of the ink kind of smudged a tiny bit. And so I really like that attention to detail. Oh, well, this kind of ruined it a little bit. Car door magnet. I think I was right. This is about the 4 steps of how to apply it. When I ordered mine, I didn't have to apply it, so this might be a little different. So there's this nice tissue wrap, which I always enjoy. It's like opening a present every month, which is quite nice. You always get a $10 voucher if you want to buy any of these products. That's good for a limited period of time after receiving it. So you have 21 days to use that, which is quite nice. Inside this month's promo box, that's sort of a flyer about the products. We'll look at that. Hello! I dig this already. Look at that. These are envelopes. You see, some of the things that we have been thinking about using previous month's boxes for, we've had cards and things, and we were thinking, you know, it would be nice to send thank you notes maybe to places that we've that have helped us out in our travels or that we've really enjoyed. But we would have to figure out how to mail them. Well, golly, here's probably maybe 10 envelopes, a dozen envelopes, and this is actually pretty cool. I just want to show you one of them. So it's got our new, actually no, that's the old logo, so they haven't updated the logo yet, but it was not very long ago I refreshed it. So that's fine, they probably already started production on these before I updated the logo. But it's got our logo here. It's got this nice background sort of stock graphic we've seen on the other things like the banner we got in month 2, which was amazing. But the back of the envelope, look at that, isn't that sharp? You got the standard YouTube colors of the red and the black and the sort of the white little bits here and there as highlights, which is nice. It's got our slogan, no vacation is impossible, and YouTube, vacation impossible. So like, this is so many different kinds of awesome. I can't even begin to put it into words, because you got to think about the exposure. There's that old saying that there's no such thing as bad advertising to a degree. Like, there was this commercial years ago, I remember, where like a plumbing truck gets into a fender bender in an intersection where a reporter's doing a stand-up, and then they start getting calls about their commercial, and they're like, we don't have a commercial. So you never know where people are going to encounter your brand. So a letter carrier could see this. Maybe it goes to the upstairs person, and it's actually for the basement suite, so it changes hands. Maybe it goes around an office, it goes to the mail room in a couple of places. Every person who handles this piece of mail has the opportunity to be exposed to your brand. So this is pretty awesome. I might just order some of these, depending on if I find myself mailing a lot of stuff, but that could be a really practical thing. Now, I'm not sure what this is. This looks very similar to from amount, authorized signature, and expiration date. I think these might be coupons, and it's interesting that we've got these branded envelopes, but it looks like they're plain envelopes here. Let me pull one of these out, and they've conveniently put one of them together just at the back. Oh, I see. It says gift certificate. Huh. Well, let's see here. So this is kind of interesting. I don't know necessarily how I would use this. Vacation Impossible does have a t-shirt that you can buy, and I'll link that in the description if you're interested. And you can even save $1 by using the promo code mukbang, which was suggested by Stupid Robot Fighting League out of New Zealand, who is also an excellent YouTube channel. I do recommend you check them out. They're like nothing else you'll see on YouTube. So this is a gift certificate. I don't know that I would use this, in complete honesty. For one thing, I mean, on the back, it's got that look from the other envelopes with our, it's got our logo, no vacation is impossible, and the YouTube thing. But I don't know what the gift certificate could be for. It says amount, but we don't really deal in cash. We don't sell products, other than the t-shirt, which is through a website. So I'm struggling a little bit to see what this could be used for. I mean, we could use it as maybe something like good for one shout out, but we don't really do shout outs. Good. I'm not entirely certain what this would be for, but I'll think on it and I'll see what I can come up with. We'll see. Sometimes you don't know until a situation comes along and you're like, wait a minute, I've got a thing for this. And maybe if I didn't have this, I might miss a future opportunity. Who knows? Because there have been times where other things that we've had have been quite helpful, like our pens. So this looks like a sort of note paper, although it's not actually connected to the backing. Oh, you know what? I think that this is letterhead. Huh. Well, look at that. Vacation Impossible letterhead. The thought had occurred, but I wouldn't have thought to design it quite like this. This is particularly sharp. I like this. And again, you're seeing the color theme through a lot of these items this month. They're actually fairly consistent, and I like the sharpness of the red, white, and black really jumping out. The sort of the gold color that we've got is a nice highlight that doesn't demand too much attention. I just got to glance at the next thing, and that looks awesome. But I should go thing by thing. So, I mean, this looks like just, maybe 10 pieces of paper, but I really like how this stands out, and the color contrast that they're using here is really quite nice. So that's pretty cool. And so being letterhead, it's not really note paper, you would feed this into a printer probably, print out a professional letter, and then sign it and send it off, probably in your envelope. So that's kind of cool. You know what this might be great for is if you wanted to try and reach out to certain brands for potential sponsorship, this could be a very professional way of making the approach. One thing that I've heard a lot about over the years in the space of employment is that having like a handwritten thank you note and hand delivering things often make an impression on a prospective employer. And in this world of tweets and emails and mentions, I think there's an old world charm. I think that there's something nice about something physical and handwritten Like, I like the handwritten, card that comes with this, for example, which I've since buried. But I like that. That makes an impression on me. It could make an impression on someone else to do something similar. It's actually really savvy and smart if you think about it. So I got to think about, I've got like 10 here, I think, maybe a dozen. How do I want to use these? Do I want to maybe send off some letters, asking people about a collaboration, a sponsorship, an access opportunity? On YouTube, people often think collabs and sponsorships, right? Free samples, all that kind of stuff. Access can be great too. We have in the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/small YouTubers boost, we have a couple of interview shows. Sarah O'Connell, I believe is her name, has actually interviewed a lot of famous people throughout the UK, I believe. So, is this something that you might send to an agent, a publicist, or maybe an individual, and using this professional-looking thing to ask for that opportunity? Hey, you're going to be in town when I'm in town doing an event. Could I have 5 minutes to do an interview with you on my channel? Something like that. That could be really amazing. So that, I like that. I think this plus this makes a wonderful combination. But this is clearly the piece de resistance for me. I mean, clearly I enjoy the magnet concept. So here's what I invented and came up with myself. This is what the marketing PromoBox team at VistaPrint came up with. And I gotta say, I like it. I like it a lot. Like, comparing the two, this is a little bit more plain, but it's a minimalist design, so there are some strengths to that. But we'll just put that there because that was me, and this is more about VistaPrint's PromoBox. And so you see here, I think that, for example, if you compare how I display the YouTube channel, putting these two magnets side by side, I think this new one works much better. It really jumps out at you. And versus this one. I mean, this one is the contrast of white on black, which is quite nice. So if it were me, I would probably put this part in white if I had been designing it. But other than that, this is actually freaking amazing. I am in love with this magnet. Like, I would be tempted to go in, and if I can edit their design, and I haven't tried ordering any of the PromoBox items yet, I would change this to white, and other than that, I don't think I would change a thing. Maybe update the logo. The new version of our logo, I took these stars out and made the inside just a little larger so it's easier to see. But this is awesome. This is going to get used. I immediately know how I can use this. It's in the same way I use my other one. So that is super exciting for me. Now there's a whole lot of space left here. I wonder if there's something else. Like, this is a fair bit of stuff. Normally there's like 3 or 4 items. So like, and it's a little soft. You know what I'm thinking? Like, I mean, I would love another T-shirt, but I don't think that's going to happen so soon. Or a blanket, something small, a towel maybe? No, okay, it's air pockets. They sent me air. So the box could have been thinner. I mean, if I had a criticism for VistaPrint, this, they say it's recycled film earthenware, but it's still not entirely environmental. There's plastic here, and it's taking up space, so this weighed a little bit more and took up a little bit more space to ship. So there's the carbon impact of that. So that's a criticism I do have. But that having been said, I understand VistaPrint is a business. And as a business, they need standardized materials. They can't have boxes of every single height, because then it would take forever just to find the right box, to say nothing of maintaining that inventory. So, as you can see here, inside the box, it says, what do you think? Visit your custom PromoBox landing page to order more from your PromoBox and give us feedback on the products you received, which is pretty critical. And so that's how you do it. It's vistaprint.com/mybox. So there you go. This is box number 4. And I gotta say, for the magnet, the envelopes, and the letterhead paper, I'm excited about these. The gift certificates, I don't know how I feel. And the fact that they sent the gift certificates with blank envelopes is strange. If they were already printing nice envelopes, why not send more of those, or even just skip this? That I don't quite get. But anyways, I think these 3 things are pretty awesome. But there's also the gift certificate, which might make sense for someone else. Like, I believe Amanda's Right Life, a channel that's in the group and often joins us for live streams, is going to be working on selling buttons or something. So if she's selling something she's making herself, a gift certificate might work fairly good. And I have a suggestion for you, VistaPrint, about the PromoBox. And it's around the idea of a gift certificate. because we've got a lot of small YouTubers in our group, over 75,000 of them. And they're all of different economic means. Some people might have an advertising budget, and some people are probably on a subsistence budget. Living, hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck, whatever it is. They might be trying to use YouTube to get out of poverty. I've met people who have successfully done that, by the way. So it's not a crazy notion. So if we could have ways of gifting PromoBox for other people, I don't know if there's a way, I haven't looked into it, but VistaPrint, if there isn't, I would suggest getting on this by the holiday season, by say October, November, December of this year, 2019, because this as a gift, if you know a small YouTuber or a small business person, an entrepreneur, something, if this was something that you could give them a gift certificate for to get the PromoBox, that would be pretty cool. People could run contests to win, like, PromoBox for 3 months, 6 months, a year, something like that. I think that would be pretty damn cool. And so, I think back to when I was a kid and I would get a magazine subscription. And so Christmas, I would get a certificate or something that someone has ordered me, a year of Nintendo Power or something like that, National Geographic, whatever you're into. I don't know if there's a mechanism for these boxes for that, but I highly suggest they look into it if there's not. So anyways, we've got the gift certificate, the letter, the envelopes, and the magnet. Is this worth $26 Canadian? Do you think we should continue with the PromoBox? If you do, give this video a thumbs up below. If you think this is a poor value and I'm throwing my money away and you just want to stop seeing these videos, I wouldn't blame you. Give us a thumbs down. But whichever one you choose to vote, in the comments, could you tell us why? So we have some context. Is it because you think that we could get it cheaper somewhere else? Do you think it's of good value because of the creativity involved and how their design is very different from mine? Or is mine better? I don't know. Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe with notifications turned on, because we often do live streams here on the Small YouTubers Boost YouTube channel, and we can't give a whole lot of notice often just because life gets in the way, things get delayed. So the only way to really know when we go live is to have those notifications on. Join us early in chat, then we can get your question answered, your channel or video or whatever reviewed or looked at. So I highly recommend subscribing with notifications turned on. And again, thumbs up if you think we should continue. Thumbs down if we shouldn't. Let us know in the comments why you think and why you voted that way. Thanks for watching, and maybe we'll see you next month with month 5. Maybe we won't.